Brown effect. Let's go.
Ladies, it's time for us to power up with Angel.
Brown effect.
Angel.
Hey, Baltimore! Y'all know I'm bipolar, right? I know that last week I said that last week was the last show. I know.
Psych.
I know. But listen, so many people reached out to me to say how much this show meant to them. I had to come back on. I am not gonna leave my family page. I'm not gonna leave y'all hanging.
Angel.
I ain't gonna leave y'all hanging, y'all. So I had to come back on. And my husband was like, you know what? People gonna think you crazy. This is not the first time that you did this. This is the second time. But the first time, it was for good reason. I took a little break. I needed a mental moment. You know, my mother had passed away and all that stuff. So I needed a mental moment. So y'all can't count that one. So it's really just one time, which is this time. You can't count the other one. But listen. I could not leave y'all hanging. So guess what? I'm back.
Welcome back. She's back.
So if y'all just heard Ministry in the Marketplace, and I know we had some technical difficulties. I'm whipping somebody's tail right now at Radio 1 because, you know, Daryl was doing the salvation prayer. And then we went offline.
Ooh. So
y'all missed a really good prayer. But you can go on Facebook to Ministry in the Marketplace. You sure can. Okay. Ministry in the Marketplace and Mike Davis's Facebook page so you can see the entire show. You can also go to his YouTube as well. So listen, y'all know, if y'all heard the last show about this accident, but I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again what happened, just in case you didn't hear it before. So I was on Lakeside Boulevard and Newtown, right? And Owings Mills. Just picked up the baby. And I had the fire trucks blaring behind me because I guess I found out later that they were going to another accident, right? Oh, not that arm, Mike. Don't hug that arm. Okay. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Mike was trying to give me a hug goodbye and he forgot about my wrist. If you can see, it's all bandaged up. Okay. But thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
So the fire trucks was behind me, right? Mm-hmm. Daryl has spilled over to my show because you were doing such an amazing job. I had to keep you here. I had to keep you here.
She makes me do stuff.
No, that's Wendy.
Yeah.
Wendy, your wife made you do stuff. I'm behind Wendy. Wendy called me, and then I tell you what to do because Wendy's the boss.
Yes,
okay? Just an FYI.
Yeah, FYI. BOSS.
Shout out to Wendy. Listen. So the fire trucks are behind me, and I'm trying to get out of the way, and then this lady just comes down at a high rate of speed from Lakeside Boulevard. I was coming across Newtown and barrels right into me. And it was so freaking scary because the baby was in the car, the airbag popped out, and I was trying to block my face from getting hit with the airbag. I don't know if you ever got hit with an airbag before, but that stuff is hard. And I put my arm up and fractured my wrist, so broke a little bone in my wrist and all that type of stuff, messed up my hip, all sorts of stuff, right?
Broken?
It's like a bone, that's in the center that's broken. So that's why I have this soft cast on. But guess what? I'm alive.
Yes, she's alive.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Your life flashes right in front of you when something like that happens. But I was more so worried about little Anaya Marie. And she was great, not a scratch. So thank you, Jesus, for that. But I'm grateful.
Angel, I was thinking when you saying this, and I heard you talk about it more, and it keeps resonating to me about how God was not through with you yet.
I know, right?
And you were speaking a couple weeks ago about enlarge my territory.
Yes.
So I'm just hoping you prepared for your territory to get enlarged.
Let me tell you.
So you can handle this increase.
I've been thinking about all of that,
Wow.
Daryl. Listen, when that happened, first of all, I was scared for my husband. And I played in my mind the things the loose ends that I need to tie up with certain things. You know what I mean? Because I don't want it to be left on my husband.
Right. Right.
I don't want
That's
it to be
not
left
fair.
on my husband.
That's
It's not fair, right? But because we think that we're going to come home every day, we don't finish things out, or we procrastinate, or we do all these things, and then when something like this happens, which could change your life forever, you know, it's just it's an aha moment for me. So with that being said, let me shout out State Farm. First of all, State Farm, you know, that's one of the sponsors for the Angel Brown Effect show, but they are like the major sponsor. Oh, the cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
I thought that was from me clapping my hands, the clapper.
They're one of the major sponsors,
Yes.
James Clark. James Clark, let me tell you, he has stepped up big time.
Wow.
You know, he wants to make sure that the Angel Brown Effect show not only stays on, but do a lot of things in the community.
Wow.
And a lot of sponsors are not worried about what happens outside of the radio. And he really cares about what happens outside of the
Wow.
radio, the humanitarian side of it. And his wife is big in nonprofits and things like that, and really wanting to give back to people. And they're in like D.C. Well, he's located in Columbia, but his wife is in D.C. And to know that they want to help the people of Baltimore City, come on. Come on. You know what I mean? So if you guys need anything, now life insurance, I'm going to say first, because of what just occurred with me. Okay? You need life insurance. You need car insurance. If you need rentals insurance, call James Clark. It is 410-381-7386. And that is jamesclarkcares.com. We got our little commercial that be playing on 106.1.
Yes.
I'm always so ghetto, but it's okay. James on there all professional, because you know he's the professional on there. And me, I'm just like, all through the dang old thing. My husband heard it and was like, really? Really, Angel Brown? Where's a good commercial? So again, James Clark, 410-381-7386. And I got another shout out too. So I was in the city yesterday, in the hood part.
With a broken wrist, go ahead.
With a broken wrist, right. But life goes on,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And I had this young lady, her name was Sade Wright, right? She comes up to me as I'm coming out of this house on Arena, and she comes up to me and she says, hey, you know, she started talking about Vivint Insurance, and Vivint Security. And I have Vivint myself at my house. But
I'll let her know.
I like the fact that, one, she was like door knocking, right? And I remember back in the day when I used to door knock, and it's not the easiest thing to do.
Right.
So, you know, and first of all, she was a young African-American lady just trying to get her hustle on. And I don't know how many that she may have sold,
Wow.
you know, that day. But what I'm telling y'all is, I love to support people, and I don't even really know the young lady. I know about Vivint services only because I have it myself. So I really do like the cameras. You know, and that day. I hear myself. What I'm telling y'all is, I hear myself.
Me too.
Okay.
I heard yourself.
Tony say,
twice.
okay. Just wait a second. Anyway, carry on, Tony says. But I want to give her a shout out because, one, I know that that's a hard thing to do. Two, I want to make sure that we need to start supporting each other. You know what I mean? Because we'll go outside. We will go outside
In a
of our
heartbeat.
race in a heartbeat. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And here it is in the Jewish community. And I'm saying in the Jewish community because, you know, I deal a lot with them. In the Jewish community, their money goes around in a circle within the Jews at least 7 times before it can exit out.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
But we're one of the cultures that don't do that for whatever reason. If we have one bad experience with a black person, we'll be like, see, that's exactly why I don't use black people. And I was one of those people who would say that too. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? And now, the more that I'm out in the community, the more that I'm doing a lot of humanitarian work, I want to help our people, man. Our people need to be helped. So shout out to Sade. And you guys can reach her at 443-930-1825. And she has an email address as Sharday1, which is SHARDA1, Vivint at yahoo.com.
Angel, I want to just jump in here. You understand, that the impact that you have on us. Just to fake us out, Jason Ford. She did a pump fake. She did a pump fake. In basketball, you do a pump fake, make the guy jump up. Just to do that for a week, it was it was laboring for some of us.
I know. And I'm
then-
so humbled by it.
Yeah, and then,
Really am.
And then God pausing you.
I know.
God pausing you, say, hey,
Yeah.
hey, and not only pausing you, letting things flash and say, let's get back to what I got you here for.
Yeah.
And you mentioned in your last show that, hey, it's no longer I'm gonna be the pilot. I'm gonna be the co-pilot.
Yes.
And let God be the pilot.
Yeah.
And
I'm sick of trying to do it on my own. It don't work on my own.
And one thing I do every morning, and I encourage you and everybody that's listening, pray for traveling mercy every morning.
I'm going to start doing that because I wasn't doing
Ask
that.
God for traveling mercy every morning. It's not a phrase. It's not a catchphrase. It's a fact. When you ask God to give you traveling mercy every morning,
Lord,
to
give
reach
me
those
traveling mercy,
destinations,
please,
He had angels,
when I go home.
not Angel Brown, but He have other angels protecting you.
Yes.
And whispering in your ear to slow down, to speed up, to stop.
Yeah.
And these are whispers to keep you to make it to your safely to your destination. So I just thank God that He protected you.
Yes.
And that you hear Him that's saying, hey, listen, I need you back in this commanding chair so that you can direct my word and my will for these people in Charm City. Because you say, let's put the charm
back in the Charm City. That's right. That's right. And you know what? But listen to this. It's crazy because when that crash happened, like when the impact happened, the only song that came in my mind is "Oh, when the saints go marching in." I thought I was about to see Delia. When the saints go marching in. Go ahead, Daryl, sing it.
Oh, how one TV in the number.
I'm so for real though. I'm so for real. I am not joking. That is the song that came in my mind. And then, I gotta tell this story. My husband is gonna kill me, but I have to tell this story. So, of course, you know that the car is just a wreck, right? So I go
And this is the minivan.
Yeah, I was in a minivan. Thank God, because it was a big van. So, I felt like it shielded us, it protected us.
Right.
And, so I went to get a rental car because I got, the good rental car coverage, on my insurance. $50 a day. They give you, most people to get up to $30 a day. I got up to $50 a day. So that's the good coverage, right? Y'all better call State Farm. And so here's the thing. I get there, right? And you gotta go to Enterprise typically when you have like the accident claim. And I get there to get my little call, whatever. And the lady was like, "Oh, ma'am." She didn't even pull me to the side. "You're on the do not rent list." I was like, "What?"
Ooh, Angel Brown?
I'm on the do not rent list? She said, "Yes, it says it right here. You're on the DNR list." Why am I on the do not rent list, right? You're on the do not rent list. Oh, we can hear it. Why am I on the we got some technical difficulties in here today. It's okay. Why am I on the do not rent list, right? And the lady says, "Oh, well, I think she said 2017 or something like that, that I rented a car and I had kept it over 30 days. I kept it for 33 days. And after 30 days, you got to come and rewrite the policy." So I was like, "Okay, well, do I owe any money?" And she was like, "No, but you're high risk now because you kept the car longer, 3 days longer than what you were supposed to." And I was like, "Now, are you serious?" She said if it wasn't past 30 days, then it probably wouldn't have been a problem. So I was on the do not rent list until 2021. I said, "Enterprise, you can shove it. I'm going to Hertz."
Was that Enterprise you said?
That was Enterprise.
That was Enterprise that did that?
Enterprise did
Enterprise
it.
did that to Angel? I'm just saying. Enterprise?
Yes.
It was
I went to Hertz. I was so pissed off. So of course I come out and I'm telling somebody on the phone. My husband was like, "So you not embarrassed by that?" No, I wasn't the only person in Baltimore that's been on the do not rent list, and I don't even think I belong on the do not rent list.
Angel, this is why we love the ABA effect. It's because you bring stuff real. It's not sugar-coated, it's real. And people are looking for real people. People are looking for people that been through something and they came out.
Yeah.
Or been through something or going through something and they still standing. And like even in the real estate game and real estate business, how you share with us all the ups, but you also share with us the downs.
Yeah.
And even the things that are being even devastated, but you hang in there.
Right.
And we need someone that hanged in there because a lot of times we don't have the strength to hang in there ourselves.
Right.
We need someone that can energize us or believe in us until we can get the strength to believe in ourselves. And when you do this for us, Angel, that makes us jump out 40 people to a backpack drive, and everybody that already went back to school
And say,
they like, no way, no way you can't. Getting phone calls and getting impacted because of the fact that you are like our light right now in Baltimore. And,
don't make me cry.
Yeah, don't cry. Well, go ahead. It's all right to cry. But the fact is that we draw energy from you, and when you come real with us and tell us what you've been through and share it, and forgive us, Mr. Marshall, for allowing Angel to be too transparent. But we just appreciate you so much because we need to hear from someone that is successful but still going through.
Right.
Like she can have accidents just like we can have
absolutely,
accidents.
absolutely,
She
and
can
deal
have
with the nonsense.
That's right, and deal with
and
the
be
nonsense.
on the do not rent list.
Yeah, that's right, and then be gone 1 week and come back the next week.
Say she retired and then come back. I'm Michael Jordan.
That's right. Michael Jordan came back from retirement.
Michael Jordan came back a couple times,
That's
didn't he?
right. George Foreman came back from retirement.
Yeah, it was
Angel
just 1
Brown
week.
came back from retirement.
I realized my purpose. No, for real though. It's like when people started reaching out, it was like it was nothing else that I could do but come back. You know what I mean? I want to be able to sleep at night and be peaceful, with the decision. And if it's not, my time to get off of the radio yet, then it's not my time. I love doing it,
You gotta helping people calling on your life. Whatever you want to do, you want to help people. You
Absolutely.
always want to help. We went to a restaurant one time, and we was and Angel, we went to this restaurant that I couldn't afford, and we went to this restaurant, and me trying to be bougie, trying to keep up with the Brown effect, but the way my checking and saving account, and Angel did something that transformed my mind. The waitress came to the table, and we were tipping them. We did pretty good. I used to be a waiter at one time, and we tipped her really well. But Angel told us of a time where she went and she asked the waitress, "How much of a tip do you think you deserve?"
I do that all the time.
And just the fact of asking somebody that's just mind-boggling when you telling somebody, tell me what you want.
Yeah.
And that's basically like, tell me what you want.
And you know what usually happens though, Daryl? What usually happens is people won't say their worth. So they'll get shy. Oh, you just give me the 15% or you can give me, 18%. They won't go over 20%.
Because of the program that they have in their mouth. But the point I'm making is that you still speaking encouragement into them to say you better than that.
Yes,
you better than that, and that's why we need you back on the air, because you always looking for the better than that in the people.
I am
the better than that in the guy that wants to give up. The better than that than the person that's just settling for minimum wage.
Yes,
the better than that for the person that just want to rent.
Yes,
you looking for the better than that, and sometimes it takes stages, but sometimes people get it right away, but other people have to take a minute.
Yeah.
But you're patient enough to wait for their better than that, because everybody talks to you. Give me a call. Call me. That you want to help. Call me.
Yes.
Tell me. You're looking for to call me. You're like a resource center, because you do so many encouraging and helpful things to people that people don't know how to repay you except for answer the call when you call.
And people be like, whatever you need me to do. First of all, Daryl is one of the ones. Whatever you need me to do. Whatever you need me to do. And so it's always great to be connected with people like that, because again, I'm totally humbled by just the response that I get from people, because I genuinely want people to win. I really do. And I think that we can win together. It doesn't have to be, Angel's, flipping or wholesaling houses. That is not enough for Daryl. It's not enough for Jason. It's not enough. It's enough for all of us. You know what I mean? Houses in Baltimore City. It's enough for all of us. Yeah. And if we could just come together, I don't see why it's so hard.
But Angel,
for us to come together.
We see that genuineness. I don't know if that's a word, Jason.
I don't think it is. Yeah, I don't think it is.
That's for the conversational purposes today. Genuineness.
I know, right? Tony is the word bandit. He the one that will correct you.
For the genuineness of Angel.
You said it
and
again.
It's a word we're going to put in the dictionary today. Urban Dictionary, Google.com. But the genuineness in you, Angel, allow us to connect with you because we finally found someone that mean what they say and do what they mean. And it's so many people that have gave us promises and said they're gonna do, said they're gonna show up, said they're gonna do this, and they left us hanging so much that we don't believe in people. But then Angel Brown, and that's why you affect us. That's why you call it the ABA effect. That's why you affect us, because you do what you say.
Yeah.
You do what you say. Even with a broken wrist family, she got her wrist wrapped up in a cocoon.
Stabilized.
She got it wrapped up like one of the linebackers from the Baltimore Ravens. Yes.
I know.
She is here driving. She drove here, went to Chick-fil-A for the crew like she usually does, and she's here to once again be a servant. And I think I can say that word.
Yes.
A servant to the city that she loved, Charm City.
Put the charm back into Charm City.
and Angel, I believe that we can come together. I believe that we can come together. And I believe that it takes a person like you to lead us, but it also takes people that are humble enough to support the leadership of what you're doing to bring us together.
You know what? I was just, Mike had sent me something. Mike Davis sent me something on leadership. It was a video. I got to send it to you. It was like an hour and 40 minutes. So you got, and some people don't want to watch those videos because it's too long, but it was such a powerful video about Miles Monroe, about leadership and about, you know, how you can find out if a person is a good leader or not. And so I'm looking at that and I'm measuring myself by what he's saying, because I want to make sure that I am a good leader, not only for, you know, the people that I know, but for the people that I don't know who hear my voice that I don't know that I'm affecting and things like that. And so I take that stuff seriously to make sure that we grow together. You know what I mean? I win, you win. Aisha just says, hey, what up, Mr. Darryl? Remember Aisha when we went in the house? She trying to connect with you too, because, you know, Aisha was on the show before too, you know, giving a little bit of her testimony. And I know, like, sometimes she struggles with it's not happening now, or it's not happening fast enough, but it's going to happen exactly when it's meant to happen for you, Aisha. So I wasn't even, you know, ready to say that. But when you text me, I'm saying that to you personally, because I think that we want stuff so bad sometimes. And I was in that situation too. And I'm like, oh, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. If it would have happened at that time, it wouldn't have been the right time. You know, it happens at the right time. Tony? Oh, I get 15 more minutes?
Yay, 15!
When Jesus said yes, nobody can say no. That's why Radio 1 better give me some extra time, because y'all probably ain't even hear me. It was all messed up and stuff. So we can keep talking.
And let me just help them chime in on that Aisha thing. And this goes for everybody. That, you know, when patience is a thing that we do, that we have to learn to get accustomed to, because God is moving things, and sometimes it might not be when you might want it, but God has to take care of some stuff in your past so that it won't interrupt your future and the place that you're going. He got to get it set up so that you can be able to stand instead of fall when you get up. So we guys just got to be patient. It's a compilation of scripture says that we say it kind of slangly, that the race is not given to the swift nor the strong, but to he that endureth to it. And it's not a scripture, quoted scripture, but it's two scriptures put together. And the purpose is that it's that you got to endure some things so that you can know when you get to a place that you prepared to stand in a place.
You're preaching today.
When you going through something.
Can I be your armor bearer?
You got my arm, Barrett.
Hey!
When you going through some things, it's a reason for it. When you going to some things, it's a purpose for it. It's just for you to stay focused, because God has a plan. And it also says, Tony, that his ways are not our ways. And his thoughts are not our thoughts. But he wants what's best for us, for our good, but ultimately to give him the glory. And so
you're gonna open up your own church. Wendy gonna be the first lady. Wendy gonna be the first lady. I'ma sit in back of Wendy. I don't know. Where am I gonna be the usher? Who am I gonna be the usher?
You gotta be the usher so you can make sure they're coming. Come on in here.
Come on in here. I'm gonna be the street person. I'll
You
be
gonna
on the
the
streets
usher,
pulling them
the
in.
lead choir director.
Oh, you know. Okay, all right. I got James Clark on the line, y'all.
Hey, James.
Hey, James.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, Angel, I'm just really glad that you're doing well. Thank God you are a walking miracle. We're really glad that you're still around. It could have been so much worse.
It could have been.
Grandbaby doing well.
That's why these people need to get out here and get this life insurance.
Yes.
Because you never know.
Yeah. You never know. You really never know.
Yeah.
You really never know. Don't wait till it's too late.
Yep. And James, you know, life insurance is not for the people that's passing. It's for the people that they're gonna leave, so they won't leave that expense or them problems and financial things that they get on their hands. So life insurance is for the people you don't want to have them to go in debt just because you pass. That's just two tragedies behind.
Yes.
So life insurance is for the people that's going to be handling your affairs. So all of us need that. All of us need that.
Yeah. It's for the people you care about. You can't say you care if you're not willing to take care of the folks once you leave this earth that you care about.
So James, what is something? Because I'm preaching to the choir because you have helped me tremendously. So thank you for stepping up. With not only the Angel Brown Effect show, but outside things that I'm doing as well. Like I was saying earlier, most sponsors, they sponsor the show and things like that. And we like y'all money. We need y'all money. We got to keep moving with y'all money. But you do stuff outside of this, which is very important to me. And that's why, I'm preaching to the choir about people calling you because I trust you. I use you myself. Mm-hmm. I've already vetted you. Because I ain't just going to tell people to use somebody and I ain't vet them. You know what I mean? So, James, could you tell the people what? Because, our commercial is playing. I get a lot of people calling me about the commercial. But give them a brief synopsis of what you can help them with.
Oh, man, we can help with everything. That's the really cool thing about State Farm. It's not just car insurance, homeowners insurance. I particularly am passionate about life insurance. Mm-hmm. As you mentioned, for several reasons. We can protect the folks that are around after we leave this earth. And another reason, it's a great way to build wealth. You create an estate immediately once you start a life insurance policy for yourself. So I'm personally passionate about that. We can also help with banking. A lot of folks know State Farm as a fully fledged bank.
What?
Not a fly-by-night bank either. We can do it all.
I ain't know that.
Yeah, it's a bank. It's a virtual bank.
It's a virtual bank. It's a virtual bank. I need to get more information on that. I didn't know that.
Absolutely. Our rates are really good because we don't have a brick-and-mortar building location. The operating expenses. To put it in perspective, there's over 7,000 banks in the country. State Farm Bank is number 79.
Wow.
So we do very well in that area as well.
I got to get more info on that. Okay.
This is the first time.
So I want to get a policy out on Tony, Jason, and Daryl, and me and their wives are going to be beneficiaries. I'm going to pay for it. But me and their wives will be the beneficiary. Okay. Anyway.
Pay.
Certainly.
James.
Listen,
you were talking a little bit about on the commercial about the cars. Like you could get loans for the cars or something?
Absolutely. I can finance or refinance your car, whichever you prefer.
Is this State Farm?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, this is State Farm.
And these are the things that people don't know about.
They know about that.
And since I don't have a car right now, anyway, I'll be calling you.
There you go. We can help you with that. Our rates are very competitive. Again, because we're able to keep our expenses really low and a couple other things that we do. So our rates are very competitive. We're a fair lender, and we can definitely help you out in that area as well.
What the definition of fair mean?
We do fair lending. We don't do any predatory lending.
Fair lending.
Anybody,
won't lend to you because you're black.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we do. We're very
Wells
compliant.
Okay. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, it was all in the news that they was doing predatory lending. I'm just saying.
That's why we love Angel.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
So,
we go
boom,
through
right in your
lengths to
face.
not be like them.
so, James, can you give your information so people can call you? And y'all better call them. I'm not playing with y'all. Can you give the information?
You ain't playing.
Absolutely. You can give me a call at 410-381-7386. Again, that number is 410-381-7386. Or you can email me directly at my name, James@jamesclarkcares.com.
Yes.
Perfect. Hey, James, do y'all do like a final expenses type of? You do like a planning, a final
Like estate planning or something?
Yeah. But I wanted to call it advanced care planning. That's what I'm talking about. Do you help with advanced care? You know what I'm talking about, James?
Yeah, what you're mentioning is long-term care, and we do long-term care as well.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Okay, and
that's
you do
really
that as well?
important. Yeah, we do that as well. We can do it as a ride on a certain type of policy, and I can get you all the details about that offline. That's another thing a lot of people don't think about. When you become older, the expenses of taking care of you can be astronomical.
Just ask my grandmother.
Exactly. Yep. And it's good to start planning for it now while you're young and healthy.
Yeah. And James, one of the reasons why I brought that up is because a lot of us are not educated. When we were growing up, they had the whole life policy, and that's all they knew, and you could borrow and take money out of it.
Yeah.
And they didn't really know because we wasn't educated. It's just that we wasn't educated. It's not like it wasn't out. It's just we wasn't educated. And it's great that you willing to educate us, not just take out money, but educate us first. That'll discipline us to pay the premiums, because a lot of people don't pay their premiums on time. They'll let it lapse. It's not important. They'll pay their cell phone bill, but they won't pay their life insurance bill.
Right.
And when we educated, the reason why, it gives us purpose for what we're doing. James, I thank you for sharing that. I really do. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank you, James. And
please contact me offline.
But if you really appreciate it, you'll call them and get some life insurance extra policies for you and Wendy and the kids.
Way to go, Angel. Angel now is a rep.
For State Farm. Absolutely. State Farm is there.
With Angel Brown.
Thank you so much, James. I'll be calling you when I get off of here.
It's my pleasure, James.
All right.
Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you. All right, so I'm getting lots and lots of text messages from a lot of my mentees. Mr. and Mrs. Taylor, what up?
What up, T?
They're going to be purchasing, they're the ones that's purchasing Belvedere.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yay!
So they just text me.
That's their first property?
Yeah, that's going to be their first property.
And they went through your program?
Yeah, Joe and Alicia.
them?
Yeah, yes.
Wow.
Yep. So shout out to them. They're going to be
So you
settling
changing
real
their
soon.
lives?
I hope I am.
Wow.
I hope I am.
Yes. Angel.
Yeah.
Angel.
And then
Angel.
Andrea texts me. You know Andrea. Remember we went all the way
Andrea.
out Anne Arundel County.
Andrea, yeah.
To
And
go through that house. And
with the
Andrea
crossface.
she wanted that house bad as I don't know what. I'm telling all
We
our business
saved
on the
her life,
radio.
didn't we?
We saved her life. She wanted that house. I'm telling you, she was really adamant about getting that house because it was in a neighborhood that she was familiar with, and she had family across the street. And me and Daryl walked in that house and was like, no, we ain't doing this one. But now she just settled on her new property, and we're going to be starting the renovations for it, and she's going to be turning it into a transitional house.
Wow.
So shout out to her for that.
Yeah.
We're super excited.
Yeah.
I think that people think that I be on here just talking about helping people, but we're really helping people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's right, Tony.
Yeah.
Help Tony. I love Tony.
Yeah. And
Tony is my bestie.
And it's like you bring ordinary people. People. And,
Yes.
And we nobody know me. I mean, but we ordinary people, and you have us do extraordinary things.
It's like if we do it together, I want to do a get a block. Whereas though if a bunch of us do it on the same block, we're making the comps for one another. You know what I mean?
Right.
And there's a lot of blocks
Like they do in the Jewish community.
Yes, that's what they do.
Yeah.
And we all just get together and say, okay, this is the block we're gonna do. Daryl, you're gonna take this one. Angel, you'll take this one. Tony, you take this one. And we change the neighborhood.
Let's just do it. Get 10 people that you know that trust in you, that believe in you. Just get 10 of us and do it, because you know what? People ain't
done. Done.
Did that sound right, Tony?
No,
just get
done.
Us. Just get us. Me,
Yes.
Mike, Tony.
Yes.
Just say, come. I want you to meet me here. Just at that block we're going to target.
Because
and let's do it.
we can do it.
And
we
then-
really can do
and
it.
then once we do it, everybody jump on the bandwagon. But it takes sacrifices first.
It
for that to
does.
happen.
It does. And I
you
think
are
that
the leader, Angel.
But people want it instantly, and it doesn't happen instantly. And when it don't happen instantly, we just be like, "Oh, we're not supposed to do this. This is not happening." Blah blah blah. It's hard work. So people see me on the glamorous side of it. Oh, she's doing all this stuff, but they don't see the headache side of it
That's
that I have
right.
to deal with. You know what I mean? And so, what I want to say to you guys is, if you guys want to do this, because I really want to do the whole block thing.
do it. Let's do it.
I really want to do it.
Commercial. Just do it.
Yeah,
You don't
just
have to-
do it.
Yeah, we don't have to set no banner up. Do it.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Go to my website. It's www.theangelbrownneffect.com, and we are on all social media platforms. Jason. I think my voice is getting better.
Yes.
And that is, Tony said, yeah, it is. We're on Facebook Live. We're on Facebook Live now, I think, right? So we're on Facebook Live. We have Twitter. We have Instagram. All of it is The Angel Brown Effect. We have, what else? We have Periscope and YouTube.
Wow.
So guys,
That's
follow
all of it.
follow
Yeah.
that. And, you know, last week I was saying that we wanted to move towards like the humanitarian side, you know, so we're starting the 501c3.
Yes,
I want to be able to just
congratulations.
knock on people's door. If your roof is messed up, if
Wow.
you have asbestos on your pipes, if you have lead windows, I want to be able to knock on your door and say, guess what's going to happen for you today?
Is that
Your roof is-
philanthropy?
your roof
Tony,
is
is
gonna
that
be
philanthropy?
fixed
Is that the
for
Google?
free.
Did I pronounce that one right?
Yeah, that's what's in my heart, you know, because there's so many people that's living in unsafe houses, and I want people to be able to, when you live better,
You be better.
you'll be better.
Yes.
And we don't know that a lot of these houses that our parents live in, even that we live in, especially in the city that has the asbestos tiles in the basement and all this type of stuff, that stuff gets you sick. And so I want to be able to go in and fix that
Wow,
at no charge to people.
No charge?
No charge.
Angel
I want to knock
changed
on the
my
door.
life.
Angel changed my life.
That's right.
That's what I
So
want.
what neighborhood, what zone are you walking through? Will that van pull up in?
You know the van gonna be
Yeah,
pulling up.
pull up.
Move that van.
Move
You gotta move
that
bus.
van.
Right.
Oh,
to
yeah.
my bumper, baby.
I cannot wait. These are the things, Baltimore, that we want to do.
Yeah,
And then we want to take it. We're gonna do it. You're
Gonna
right
do
about
it.
that. Speak it into existence. And we want to take it worldwide. And I know that we can take it worldwide.
Bless you, Dr. Sapp.
Bless you, Dr. Sapp. I don't know what you said, but bless you. So I want to make sure that we are all on the same page. We're all, oh, bless you, Dr. Sapp. He said he's so proud of you, Daryl.
Yeah,
That's
she-
good.
She listening to us. Dr. Sapp is one of the chaplains in Baltimore. This young lady is about 80 years old, and she has more energy than anybody I know. She is just an amazing person.
Wow.
Dr. Sapp, don't start crying while you driving.
Oh.
Oh, Dr. Sapp.
Dr. Sapp, we love you. Listen, this is what it's about, y'all. And this is exactly why I couldn't go into retirement last week. This is why I couldn't go into retirement last week, because I wanted to make sure all these messages that we get, it just fills you up. You know, I feel so good when I leave here, and I feel so good when people reach out to me that I absolutely love Baltimore. I want to do everything that I possibly can to get our city back on track. I'm running for mayor. That's a lie. I'm just saying. That was a lie. That was a lie. I felt like it was like a mayor speech. I felt like it was a mayor speech. All right, y'all. They gave me an extra 15 minutes because they messed up my show earlier.
We doing
Sorry.
45
I'm just telling
today.
the truth. Shout out to James Clark again. Call him at 410-381-7386.
Thank you, sir.
Don't be playing with that life insurance, people. I'm telling you. You can email him at jamesclarkcares.com. And like a good neighbor, James cares. I just made that up. But all right, Baltimore, my 15 minutes is over. Tony looking at me like I'm crazy. Daryl, thank you so much. We got some properties to go look at after this.
Yes, we do. Jovan, hi, Jovan Nisi. Jovan just...
Hey, Jovan. I'm going to have Jovan on the show. She got a book that we're going to talk about that I read, and it's absolutely amazing. All right, Baltimore, pat yourself on the back, Baltimore. Your girl is back.
She's your girl.
Angel, angel, angel.
For the best on everybody. Angel Brown Effect. The Angel Brown Effect. The Angel Brown Effect. The Angel Brown Effect.
Geico presents Yikes! Another voicemail from your roommate.
Sup, roomie? Hey, a pipe burst in the basement. It's completely flooded. Anyway, I called for someone to fix it, but in the meantime, I was thinking we could finally have that indoor pool party we've always wanted. I got some cool swan floaty things already going. Could you pick up some chips on your way home? Later.
The Geico Insurance Agency could help keep your personal property protected, like if your roommate isn't the brightest pool float in the flooded basement. Visit geico.com to see how easy it is to switch and save on renter's insurance.
Hey everybody, this is Dr. Charles S. Waters, Senior Pastor and Founder of New Generation Ministries, and I want you to know, Baltimore, we love you. We are going to rise from everything that the devil has tried to put in our way, and just know great things are to come. But I want to welcome everybody. Welcome to the new Praise 106.1. Be blessed and know that what you say today determines the future of your tomorrow.